So I'm at the hospital, right? My sister is plugged up to all of these cords. I don't know what's going on. There's nurses, doctors walking in and out. It looks kind of chaotic. My sister's drugged up. It just Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome to my channel. This is Juby Mama, aka Tracy. So I'm just here to talk about a little bit of my home birth experience and why I chose a home birth, and my sister's crazy story of why I was like, no, I am not having my baby in the hospital. Not doing it at all. I can't. I'm not doing it. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna talk about why I had my home, why I had my baby at home, and let's get into it, y'all. So anyways, y'all heard a little bit about my sister's story and what was going on with her. So she literally is on the bed, not able to move, not able to walk, plugged up and stuff. And I'm like, at this time, I'm like, I don't want any kids, because this was like 6 years ago. So at this point, I was like, I don't want any kids. You know, I don't really want to have a baby right now. But when I saw my sister in the hospital, like the way she was and hooked up and drugged up and all that stuff, I looked over to my husband. I was like, if we have kids, I'm not having my baby in a hospital at all. And at the time, it's crazy because I didn't even want kids. But all I know is, in that moment when I seen my sister like that, I was like, no, like, I'm definitely not having my baby here. If we have kids, it's not happening. So anyway, fast forward, 2 years go by, I'm on birth control, and for some reason, like, my hormones were all messed up. Like, I'm like, babe, like, I really want to take this birth control out. Like, it's really messing with me. My hormones are jacked up. Like, I was like gaining weight, losing weight. It was just crazy. Like, I was having mood swings, and I'm just like, I just want to take my birth control out. So I take my birth control out, and y'all, I'm not lying. When I tell y'all, a week went by, I took my birth control out, and all of a sudden something just snapped in me, and I wanted to get pregnant. It was crazy. Like, out of the blue, all of a sudden I went from not wanting kids at all to get me pregnant right now. I want to have a baby. So that was weird, and that we're gonna talk about that in another video. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just like, I want to have a baby, babe, get me pregnant. And at this time, we're living in his mom's house, which I was okay with. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had our little space in the basement. We're good. I just really wanted a baby. God's grace, we actually really got pregnant not too far after I took the birth control out, which I'm really, really thankful for, because sometimes I hear stories where women will be on birth control and then they'll get the birth control out, and it's really, really hard for them to get pregnant after, which is really sad. But in this case, that was not what happened to me. I was able to actually get pregnant not too long after I took the birth control out. So I was just really thankful for that. So I'm pregnant at this point. I'm about 5 months. And so, of course, I have to think about where I'm going to have my baby at. And so I remember flashback when my sister had her baby in the hospital. And I'm like, no, I'm not having a baby in the hospital. And my husband is kind of like, if you're not going to have your baby in the hospital, then where are you going to have your baby? Because at this point, we don't know any other option. Like, I don't know what there is outside of the hospital at this point. So we're going to my chiropractor. And my chiropractor, we talked to him because he's really like natural. Like, I know that his wife didn't have her baby in the hospital, but I didn't know exactly where she had her baby. So we go in there and we go talk to him, and he's like, okay, so you have 3 options. The 3 options are, obviously, you could have your baby at a hospital, which he doesn't recommend. And that's just a different story, but he doesn't recommend that. But anyway, so the hospital is an option, and then he told us that there's birthing centers, and then he told us about home birth. So I look at Jacob and I'm like, home birth actually kind of sounds a little bit weird to me. Like, I know that they used to give birth a long time ago at home, but like, nobody does that no more. Like, I'm not about to get my baby at home. So we kind of talked about it, whatever, and I did some research, and when I looked into the research, I actually found out that home births are actually not as bad as I thought that they were. It's okay. Why are you crying? What's interesting to me was I really didn't know that there was other options. And I'm here to let you know, if you don't want to have your baby in a hospital, that is okay. If you want to have your baby in a hospital, that is okay too. It's totally up to you. But there are more options than what we think that there are, you know. And I just had this deep feeling in my gut that I didn't want to have my baby in the hospital. And I didn't even want kids at the time. But just me seeing my sister's experience made me think about the whole thing different. I was like, yeah, I don't know about this. So that's a little bit of my story. If you chose to do a home birth, let me know. Leave a comment. If you chose to have your baby in the hospital, let me know. Leave a comment. Where did you choose to have your baby at and why? Like, I want to hear the stories. Like, I want to know. So if you clicked on this video because you're interested in home births, I would definitely say go ahead and do it, sis. For real, like, go ahead and do it. Like, I'm going to talk about my home birth in this next video. Watch that video so I could tell you all about my home birth, how great it was. And since then, I had, my son's right there. I'm happy he's being quiet. But anyway, since then, I had him at home. That was successful. Then I got pregnant again a year after. I had another home birth, and surprise, I'm pregnant right now. Y'all probably seen that if y'all watch my other videos. But I'm pregnant right now. I'm 20 weeks. I'm super excited. And your girl is definitely having another home birth. So if you keep on watching my channel, that will definitely be shown on the channel. So if you want to like, comment, subscribe, go ahead and do that. Stick around with your girl. Let's do this together. Let's do these home births. And if you don't do a home birth, that's fine. You know, as long as your baby gets here healthy, that's really all that matters. But I personally chose to do a home birth. I got ready. I got prepared to do my home birth. And I loved it. Like, I wouldn't have done it any other way. And that's just the honest truth. But anyways, like I said, yeah, we were in my husband's mom's house, my mother-in-law's house, and she actually let us do it, which we were surprised, shocked, happy, like, oh, okay. Like, when we asked her, we weren't expecting her to say yes, but she did. She's pretty old school too, so she was okay with it. She's just like, you know, I just want you guys to make sure you know what you're doing, that you do your research, and we did all that, and she trusted us. So it doesn't have to be like a perfect home, you know what I'm saying? If you want to do it, you should try it. All right, y'all, I'm out, and I'm just here to really encourage mom and help moms and let moms know there's other options, you know, which I didn't know that at the time, but there's other options. There's different ways and routes you can go where you don't have to be up in the hospital. You know, I didn't want that, and some people birthing experience don't go as they planned because they're actually in the hospital, which is not comfortable. But I got to give birth at home. I got to be in my bed. It was amazing. So yeah, subscribe, like this video, comment, let me know how y'all feel about it. If you like it, if you don't like it, if you think I'm crazy, if you think I'm not crazy. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.